Joining us now is the chair of the College Football Playoff Selection Committee, Gary Barta, as he always does, joins us exclusively on Selection Day. Gary, there wasn't a lot of drama in terms of which teams were going to make the field. That seemed pretty clear-cut to us. But at the top, what separated Alabama and Michigan in the judgment of the committee?
Well, let's begin with the game that was played last night. Coming into the game, Georgia has been, they were undefeated. They've been ranked #1 by the committee all along. And so not only did Alabama beat Georgia, but the way they beat them. They controlled the game pretty much from start to finish. So there's that, and when you add that to their body of work, their other wins against Ole Miss, Arkansas, etc. But at the end of the day, now Michigan, obviously a big win 2 weeks in a row now, looking great against Ohio State and then against Iowa. But at the end of the day, the complete victory over Georgia, the committee came out of there with a strong consensus that Alabama was 1 and Michigan was 2.
Okay, I was going to ask you, but I think you pretty much answered it about being a strong consensus about how much debate there was in the room. The follow-up thing is something that I just brought up that started percolating last night in some quarters, is that the committee should try to avoid the possibility of an Alabama-Georgia championship, or some others would say avoid an Alabama-Georgia rematch in the semifinals. Clarify, I know what the protocol is, but clarify whether anything like that ever comes up, even in the discussion prior to the voting stage.
The answer is no. What the committee does, and it's a fair question, and I understand the speculation, but the answer is no. We come into the room and we take and we line up the teams, we talk about their strengths, their weaknesses, their wins, their losses, all the things, and then now, as of last night and this weekend, the championships, and we rank them 1 through, in this case, 1 through 4, all the way 1 through 6 that you've revealed, and we don't look at matchups. We just look at who belongs number 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So as that number 4 team, Cincinnati, the first team from the group of 5 to get in, and the committee has had Cincinnati in the top 4, did last week anyway, and they've been hovering around the top 5. Was there any debate, or was it as clear as it seemed to us that the Bear catcher number 4? What was the discussion like on Cincinnati in the room?
Cincinnati is the last remaining undefeated team in the country. They just won a conference championship. Earlier in the year, we've talked about they beat Notre Dame at Notre Dame, ranked just next in line. In addition, in the last couple of weeks, East Carolina, SMU. So the committee, again, strong consensus that Cincinnati comes in at number 4.
Gary, I know that the committee had other work to do in terms of getting the New Year's 6 bowl games, those that aren't under contract lined up. So we're going to talk to you a little bit later on, I believe, about some of that during our coverage on this Selection Day. We appreciate your time.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.